The Verdict podcast will begin shortly. It is your favorite funny girl comedian, Jess. That's right. And I'm back with my second episode of The Verdict. Okay, we back. Today we got a lot of things on the docket. I was having some technical difficulties, so if it's not streaming live, we will make sure to post this for you to watch. Okay. You know, having your own podcast, sometimes you have issues, and so you just got to do it the way you got to do it. Amen. Amen again. So let me just check everything just to make sure you guys are seeing what needs to be seen. And also, I want to make sure that I'm showing up on all of the platforms, okay? So just give me a little time. Just hold on. Hold your horses. Let me see if I'm on YouTube right now. We're having a little technical difficulties. It was snowing outside, so you know how that go. When it's snowing outside, honey, you got to make sure things is in order. Let me check it out. Lord have mercy. Let's see if we live. Are we live? Okay, it looks like we're live. Let's see. Let's check it out. Okay, yep, we're live on YouTube. Yay! All right, so if we're not live on Facebook, we're gonna make sure to let me see. We're going to make sure to just post it, okay? So I'm going on with today. Before we get into anything, my name is Comedian Judge Miles. I'm right out of the city of Detroit. We're in Michigan, and the Verdict Podcast is back. Here's the number to call in. You guys are my jurors, 313-753-2696. You're going to call right on in to be able to give me your verdict on these topics. We're talking about a lot of things today. We're talking about, is the grass greener on the other side? Women often thinks that the grass is greener on the other side, but is it really? Okay, we're talking about fathers not being there for their children and the situation that happened because of this. Okay, we're also talking about celebrity gossip. We're talking about a lot of things today. The Naziah Harris, we're going to continue that breaking coverage of that 13-year-old who was murdered by Jarvis Butts here in the city of Detroit. We're talking about a lot of things. Make sure you guys befriend me on all social media platforms, Comedian Judge Miles. And if you are enjoying my content, make sure to cash at me just to let me know that you guys care about me, okay? It is $Porsche, Porsche Miles. We are streaming on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora, Apple. God is good, amen. Before we go on to anything, we have to do a PSA. Countdown: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Verdict Podcast is real. It's raw. It's raunchy. It is for adults only, as I am going to speak about adult content. You must be 18 or older to listen to any of my content, okay? That's first and foremost. So if you are a child, if you have children, get them out of the room immediately. I do not want to be responsible for the things that I say, and I am nobody's role model when I'm on here. Anything that I say or I do has nothing to do with any association or business that I am connected to. I stand alone and alone only, okay? Now, I'm getting a little bit of back talk here. I don't really like the back talk. That don't sound good. Let's see. Let's check it out. Hold on. Let me go normal. Let me get normal. All right. There you go. Here we go. All right, y'all. So we're going right into it. We have sponsorship opportunities available. If you have a business or a platform, you have a product and you want it to get out to the masses, the Verdict Podcast is the place to be, okay? Make sure you guys DM me or call me 313-753-2696. Not to mention, I'm still on Amazon. My comedy special, The Verdict by comedian Judge Miles, is on Amazon. I am so happy about that. Clap it up for me. I'm a black girl from the city of Detroit, and I made it. Self-made. Thank you, God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And here's a little bit more information on that.
The Judge's comedy special, The Verdict, is now available on Amazon and Amazon Prime. Rent or buy today. Thank you.
That's right. Rent or buy that thing today, okay? The Verdict Podcast. We're going right into our first segment of today, which is dumb shit. Dumb shit. A lot of dumb shit going on. A lot of dumb shit happening. I don't really necessarily like it, but we have to talk about the dumb shit because there's so much of it that's occurring. I believe that kids are growing up too fast, and I believe that it is the parents' fault. It's your fault. You had the kids. You need to parent the kids. Why am I saying that? I ran across an ad. It was supposed to be a kids ad for clothing, but it struck a chord in me. Something wasn't right. Something didn't feel right. I did not like it. Let me show y'all guys what I'm talking about. This is a little girl with a nice shape.
She said, "Show me the car fast."
Her mother is showing her off as she try on different clothes.
New gears and it don't got airbags. What else?
But we got some creepy perverts out here.
Show go on. She beat the mystique on my Genesis quad. I'm talking about whips. I'm talking about mama drop top beater, quarters in the meter, cranking up the heater because the AC
doesn't work. This is the right thing to do. I don't think this is the right thing to do.
Dent on the hood and the dash crack. Smell lingering from the ashtray. Need new gears and it don't got airbags.
Okay.
Trunk don't pop it, the wheel still rolling.
So if you're not able to see it, I'm gonna tell you about it. Young ladies, they say that this is adorable. A young lady, black young girl. She seems like she is some type of African descent. She's curvy. She couldn't be no more than 6 years old, maybe 8. Her mama got her stomach out. She got on a little blue jean outfit. But to a pervert, you never know how they taking this. You never know. I don't believe that children should be exposed like this on social media. Yes, it may be adorable to some people, but to some people, this is not adorable. This is exactly what they're looking for. It's inappropriate to me. I want to know, what's your verdict? Do you think that children should be advertising clothing in which is for grown people? I mean, this is for a child, so they say. But the way that she's shaped, it's a bit inappropriate. I want to know what y'all verdict is. Let me know on YouTube. Let me know what you're thinking. This is scary considering the situations that's happening all over the world. We have grown men who are targeting young girls, raping them, killing them. And so when I ran across this, I just thought this was dumb shit. Yes, she's adorable. Absolutely. But it's inappropriate. We don't want to give anybody the opportunity to violate our children. That's not what we want to do. We never want to do that. And I believe that this right here, this is just inviting somebody in. Y'all tell me what y'all verdict is. How do y'all feel about these things? While you tell me your verdict, we're going to move on to breaking news, okay? We got some breaking news. We got some breaking news, and we got to talk about it. All right, so last week on The Verdict, we talked about the Naziah Harris trial. And this week, I found out that Skilla Baby, he is a rapper here in the city of Detroit. He's well known. People love him for his hits that are more targeted towards women and loving on women and appreciating women. He is saying that he will pay for her funeral. Let's clap it up for him, man. That's that. We need people like that in society. Yeah, we need to clap it up. Absolutely. So Skilla Baby is saying that he's going to pay for her funeral. We need that. Because no shade, no tea, more than likely, this family not only did they not have common sense, but they probably don't have no life insurance. They wasn't expecting for this young lady to die, to be murdered. So this is going to be a great help. I love when the community step in for our people. Our people need it. We're suffering. Now, this is a jacked up situation. If you haven't been following it, 41-year-old Jarvis Butts is accused of killing his girlfriend's niece, in which he was having a sexual relationship with. She was only 13. They say that he was grooming her since she was about 10 years old. This is crazy. This is crazy. How is this happening right underneath our nose? This is insane, people. I don't like it not one bit. And I know you don't like it. So this is breaking news. Not to mention, I found out some more information that was just very disturbing, okay? I'm going to let you guys hear this clip from her father. Her father has now passed, but when he was alive, he was not in her life. Her mother failed her. Her father failed her. The system failed her. Her family failed her. And I want you guys to hear this clip from her father when he was alive.
Only reconnected after 2 Detroit public schools police officers tracked him down.
When the last time you been up to your daughter's school? I said, my daughter's school. I said, I don't even know what school she go to. I said, I've been looking for her. And they looked at each other, and I was like, what's going on? They said, your daughter's missing.
Only reconnected after 2 Detroit public schools police officers tracked him down.
Did you guys
When
see
the
this?
last time you been up to your daughter's school? I said, my daughter's school. I said, I don't even know what school she go to.
How you don't know what school your daughter go to? This is a clear example of what I'm talking about when I say fathers are failing their children every single day. Now, allegedly, he had a child by her mother, but he was married. And so he hasn't been in her life. He doesn't even know what school his daughter goes to. Boo, tomato, tomato. Because as a father, you're supposed to protect your children. If you were in her life, she wouldn't be missing. She wouldn't be fucking on a 41-year-old man. Okay? And now he has passed on. He has passed on. But when he was here, he was living, he wasn't even in her life. The police had to track this man down. He did not even know what school his daughter went to. You're talking about not giving a goddamn about our children, the future. This is so sad. The entire situation is sad. Because when these kids are born, they're not asked to be here. You guys made them. You had a good time that night. And now it's your responsibility to parent them, especially fathers. Girls need their fathers. I'm so tired of talking about this same situation over and over and over and over and over again. This is the saddest shit I've ever heard. For a father to say he didn't even know what school his child went to, order in the court. Order in the court. Okay? And this pissed me off so bad. This pissed me off so bad that I had to go to my chamber. We in the chamber right now. And I got to give you my verdict. God damn it. Black men, y'all need to step the fuck up. This is embarrassing. This is crippling our community. And as you can see, when fathers are not in the household, the daughters become whores. They get violated. They have no self-esteem. They have no self-worth. They're on a path of destruction. Because all they needed was some structure in their lives from their mother and their fathers. And I understand that a lot of times these relationships don't work out. We get it. But it's still your duty and your obligation to parent. I don't give a goddamn what's going on. You're supposed to be parenting. So what, you was married? A real man is going to let his wife know I fucked up. You're not going to hide your daughter. You're not going to not be in your daughter's life because you fucked up. That's not her fault. How dare you? Order in the court. Order in the court. You know, I hate to say this, but God don't like ugly. Who's to say that he did not cut his life short because he was not being a father in his child's life? Who's to say that he would not have been given more years, had a little bit more time added onto his life if he would have been an active father? The Bible says not only that we have to respect our parents and we have to do right by our parents, but the parents also have to love and respect the children. That's the part that people don't talk about. This is just the saddest shit I ever seen, I ever heard about. This is so sad. We're going to play that one more time for you guys, just in case you missed it. This is the father of the young lady by the name of Naziah Harris, who is allegedly dead. They cannot find her. She has been violated and impregnated by a 41-year-old man who is now going to stand trial here in the city of Detroit. Listen to this again.
Only reconnected after 2 Detroit public schools police officers tracked him down.
When the last time you been up to your daughter's school? I said, my daughter's school. I said, I don't even know what school she go to.
My God.
I said, I've been looking for her. And they looked at each other, and I was like, what's going on? They said, your daughter's missing.
My God. Can you believe that? Can you believe that a father is not concerned about his young daughter? I mean, this is so sad. I want to know what's your verdict. Make sure you guys, even if you catch this later on Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, YouTube, Facebook, make sure you give me your verdict. It's imperative to give me your verdict. I want to hear from my jurors. Okay? We got more breaking news, you guys. We got more breaking news. More breaking news. Now, what I'm about to show you right now is even sicker than the story that we just covered. A Troy man here in Michigan is accused of raping an infant. Oh my God. An infant? I mean, there's demonic activity everywhere we go. And it's happening more and more frequently. An infant? Kashawn Wilmore. They say that the baby was hospitalized on January the 10th of 2025. They say police took Wilmore for questioning, and he was charged with rape, incest, and sodomy of a 3-month-old child. Can you believe that? I mean, these type of stories are the type of stories that make you want to cry, that make you want to say, Jesus, come back. You know, we don't have the death penalty here in the city of Detroit in Michigan, but we sure do need it. Because of people like this. An infant? To harm a child, period, is insane. But what? You have to be a sick motherfucker to find any pleasure in a child, period. But an infant? An infant? I mean, my heart is just hurting. My heart is just hurting. I'm broken from these situations. And my question is this. At 3 months, where was the mama? Is this even the father? You're leaving your 3-month-old around men? That's probably not even the father. We talked about this. And I'm not even going to tell the women to do better because it ain't even no sense. Y'all are a lost fucking cause. This is a lost generation. And you can tell by the things that are happening constantly over and over and over and over again. It's the same shit. Step and repeat. Order in the court. I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted.
Only reconnected after 2 Detroit public schools police officers tracked him down.
When the last time you been up to your daughter's school?
I'm disgusted, you guys. We're moving right along. We're going to move right along. We're moving right along to Ask the Judge. Ask the Judge. We're moving along. Ask the Judge. Now, this is a part of the verdict that I absolutely enjoy because people get to an opportunity to DM me and send in topics for the verdict. Okay? Personal issues that they're going through. And we're going to talk about it. So I got on the docket today some really concerning things. Some shit that I'm just like, what we doing here? The first case on the docket is, I've been dating this guy for over a year. We never had sex. I met him in church. He proclaims to be a Christian. I'm a Christian as well. After a year, I fell in love with him. He then let me know that he has HIV. I'm really in love with him. And I'm thinking about taking the medicine that will prevent me from catching HIV if we decide to have sex. This medicine is called, what did they say it was called? PrEP. They say, do you think I'm crazy? Baby, not only do I think you crazy, I think you crazy than a motherfucker. Order in the court. Cause what? What are we talking about here? You bitches is so desperate for sex that you're willing to violate yourself and risk your safety and your life for a motherfucker? You fell in love after a year, and when they told you that he had HIV, you weren't like, okay, well, let's just be friends. You're considering having sex with this motherfucker? Order in the court. People are sick as hell. People are sick as hell. I'm going to tell you something right now. You call me ignorant all you want. I'm not saying be mean to these people. I'm not saying discriminate against these people, but you damn sure ain't got to give your body to these people. Nobody in their right mind is going to think that this is okay. Nobody in their right mind is going to consider taking PrEP and they don't get HIV themselves. This is insane. Order in the court. Not only are you crazy, you need mental help. You need to be put in a motherfucking straitjacket. Hell yeah, you crazy. You crazy as fuck. In my eyes, what's your verdict? What is your verdict? I can't believe that I received this on my docket. I can't believe that we even deliberating some shit like this. I thought common sense was coming, but obviously it's not. It's not coming, you guys. I literally have this in front of me on the docket. And she had the nerve to ask me, am I crazy? Absolutely. Exactly that. Crazy as fuck. Make no doubt about it. You're crazy. You so crazy, I'm not even about to spend no more time on this. I'm moving on to the next person on the docket. It says, I think my husband may like men. What should I do? More crazy shit. More crazy shit. What should you do? Okay, first of all, in all things, get an understanding. Get thy understanding. So you think he's gay. What is it that makes you feel like he's gay? What has he done or what has he shown you to make you think that he's gay? You need to have a conversation with him. Now, most people are not going to tell you that they're gay because that's why there's so many DL men. But I think you need to have a conversation and you need to explain to him your concerns. And if he confirms that he is gay, my verdict is divorce. That's my verdict. We already know why. Because what he's doing is not right underneath the eyes of God. Come on now, let's not play these games here. This is why there's so many diseases out. Because people are accepting anything. If you want to be gay, then be gay. Don't be DL. Give people an opportunity. Give them a chance to choose. And the very thought of you even feeling like your husband may be gay is concerning and alarming and disturbing. Order in the court. What do you mean you think he's gay? All these motherfuckers gay, if you ask me. All these motherfuckers giving me reason to pause. It's very seldom that you meet a man that's really an alpha man, because in today's society, being masculine is toxic. Being masculine has a bad connotation. I don't know about y'all, but I love a masculine man. My man masculine, and I love it. I love when he leads. I love when he, as you guys say, controls the situation. I love that he's the head and I'm his rib. I love all of that shit. I love the dynamic. I would have did good in the 40s. I would have did very good. I love the idea of a man being a man. And me coming to him for guidance, protection, providence, security, safety. I love that. I don't want to never have to question, is my man gay? That's a dark day. That's a dark day. But these motherfuckers be so gay. And if that's what you want to do and that's what you want to be, then do it. Okay? But keep me the fuck up out of it. Amen? Amen again. Moving right along. Next on the docket. It says, my boyfriend keeps asking me about my body count. Ooh, this is juicy. He keeps asking me about my body count. And I don't understand why. Well, let me tell you something, sweet lady. The reason that you don't understand why is because you don't understand men. Men are concerned about women's past because they don't want to be embarrassed. And they want to make sure that they're picking a good wife, a virtuous wife. Now, because they're seeing in the world, a lot of women have had sex partners with an S. A lot of women are not virgin. It's very seldom, once again, that you find a woman who has never had sex in today's generation. So he want to know, damn, what was your life like? Who was you? How many bodies you got? Some of these women got so many bodies, they can open up a cemetery. These women are for the streets, for the earth, for the world. These women out of control. You gotta ask nowadays. You got bitches bragging on social media about having over 100 bodies. And they think that shit cute. Mama and daddy ain't taught them a motherfucking thing. They ain't read nobody's Bible. They ain't got no integrity. This is ridiculous. No woman should have 100 bodies. We're supposed to love ourselves more than that. This is insane. So yes, he wants to know. Your boyfriend want to know. He may be considering making you his wife. He want to make you his wife if you didn't fuck every time Dick and Harry. I don't blame men nowadays. You gotta ask. Just like we want people to be honest about their sexuality, men want you to be honest about, were you a hoe? Some men will accept it. Some men just want to know so they can know what they're getting themselves into. And I think they have a right. Now, me personally, this is a twofold situation because I do think that when a man asks about a body count, it is a bit much, right? Because everybody have a past. Everybody have a past. So I be trying to figure out, like, you want me to tell you the exact number? That's a bit much. That's almost like when a man asks how much you weigh or is this your real hair? It's private. So even if you don't want to give out the number, because most bitches be lying anyways, when they give you a number, you got to multiply that bitch by 5. Okay? So if she says she only did it to 3 guys, she really did it to 15. Okay? In today's society, you might even have to multiply that motherfucker by 10. Because they be lying. Me, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to simply tell you, I'm not going to give you the number, but I fucked. I definitely fucked before you. You don't have to worry about being embarrassed. It wasn't no cemetery. I'm not about to be, oh, I had sex with 5 people. Oh, I had sex. I'm not even about to do all of that. But men do want to know. It's a part of their courting process. A real man, he never wants to be embarrassed. Okay? He never wants to be embarrassed. A lot of you women will be with a man and have that man around other men who you're fucking or who have fucked. And you got them all in their face. They don't want to deal with that shit. So yeah, they want to know. In today's society, they want to know, what's your body count? What's your verdict? How you feel about that, ladies? Men, am I on point? Do you agree? Let me know. Make sure you leave it down. We have a live chat going on right now on YouTube. So let me know. What is your verdict? I got that on the docket. She say, my boyfriend keeps asking me about my body count. And I don't understand why. Well, now you understand why. He's trying to figure out who you are, what you're about, and if he should go further with you. Okay? They say that a woman's past matters. We got one last one on the docket. It says, my girlfriend has no control over her children. Is this a reason to leave? I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. These kids will break up a relationship, baby. These kids, if it ain't no control, ain't no discipline in that house, oh yeah, because that's your peace. And they ain't your children. So they around this bitch acting bad, being disrespectful. Y'all ain't gonna last. Especially if she doesn't give you the opportunity to help her parent. If she's one of them people who like, don't touch my kids, don't say shit to my kids, but your kid's bad as fuck, you gotta go, buddy. Order in the court. You gotta go. Now, I'm not the one to whoop nobody's kids. But my guy did tell me, hey, they gotta respect you. And he even gave me permission to do so. I said, now hold up, I'm not about to be whooping nobody's kids. I tell you and you whoop your kids. Okay? Because I already know that as I'm not a mother, but as a mother, she probably had a problem with that. But the daddy was like, I don't give a goddamn. These my kids too. And if they up underneath our household, yeah, if they out of line, you got the right to discipline them. I said, okay, I appreciate that. I really do. But the type of person I am, I ain't touching nobody kids. Okay? Because motherfuckers be vindictive. You have a CPS case, police to be knocking on your door. No, not me. Order in the court. Absolutely not. But I tell them each and every time, I'm going to tell your daddy. You keep it up, I'm going to tell your daddy. Oh, and one thing I love about my man, when I tell him, he on their ass. Absolutely. He not raising no misfits. He's on their ass. Order in the court. Clap it up for my man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Because one thing about him, he understands the woman that he has, and he knows I have a good heart, and he knows that if I come to him about something, it's real. I didn't make it up. I don't hate the children. I love the children. I want to see the children win. I want to see them grow. I want to see them develop. But they acting out. They're not listening. Therefore, he's going to do what he needs to do as a father, because it takes a village to raise children. So to answer your question, if your girlfriend has no control over the children and she's not allowing you to even take any control, you gotta go. And I want you to go expeditiously. Okay? Clap it up for my verdict. I want you to go expeditiously. Okay? Now this section is called Ask the Judge. You can always send in your questions to ask the judge anything that you want to be talked about here on the verdict. And I want to know, what's your verdict? Because I see so many women on social media who don't even understand the concept of marriage, being in a relationship. Okay? When you're married, when you have a man that's in your house and he's a good man, the Bible says, now, I don't even want to get into it because a lot of y'all going to argue with me. But if you really read the Bible and you really understand the Bible, marriage was when you had sex with your partner. That's how you recognize marriage. The act of sex was saying you belong to this person, because in reality, we only were supposed to have sex with one person. So that was supposed to be your husband. Okay? So when you having sex with a man, that's your husband. Yes, I know we are in America. And I understand that here in America, to be somebody's husband, you got to go down there and you got to sign them papers. Yeah, that's government shit, right? Because they trying to make some money. But underneath God's eyes, when you had sex with somebody, that's your husband. And he didn't set it up to where you were supposed to be having sex with 10, 15, 20, 100 niggas. That's not how he did that thing. That's what y'all did. That's what we did. I'm going to go ahead and take some of that, because we all living in error. We living in sin. Okay? So when you have a husband, your husband's supposed to come before the kids, period. Now, I know this is real controversial. Some of y'all going to be like, boo, boo, tomato, tomato. I don't give a damn. Don't be mad at me. Get mad at God. That's what God said. Okay? All right? He's supposed to get fed before the kids. Now, if he decide to say, no, go on and feed them kids first, that don't mean the kids not going to eat. But the right way was your husband comes first. So if your husband don't have no control, you ain't got no control. Why they staying there? That's living in chaos. Don't nobody want to live in fucking chaos. No, you go ahead and you be with them goddamn kids by yourself. Ain't nobody gonna put up with that shit. Especially if it ain't they children. Order in the court. I ain't putting up with it. And I just thank God that I got a man that's God-fearing, that understands what it is. He loves his kids tremendously. But they not gonna run nothing. They not gonna be disrespectful. We gonna love on them kids. We gonna support them kids. We gonna be there for them kids. But they gonna understand the order. There's order in everything that you do, and it has to be order in your house. Order in the court. It's order in this motherfucker. Okay? So that's that right there. That's the verdict. Now moving right on. I want to know, who do you think is wrong? I get into this video, because I'm going to explain this video for the individuals who are not watching live, I need to go into the chat room and I need to see what my jurors is saying. Keezy says, leave that woman. If she can't control them kids, see ya. See ya. Yeah, this a good woman right here. She understand what it is. Them kids got to be controlled. You don't control these kids now, they're going to be controlling you later. Never forget there was a person, a parent, who was killed by her child, 10 years old, because they took the game from the child. These kids out of fucking control. What that Bible verse say? Spare the child in the rod or something like that. Whoop that kid ass. That's what it say. Now, I didn't put it in my own terms, but that's basically what it say. Whoop your kid's ass. You got to chastise these kids. Now, I know America don't want you to whoop the kids because they want you to have some badass kids so you can get put in prison so they can make some more money. That's the only reason why. They don't want you to have no control of your kids. Your kids supposed to get their ass whooped. I didn't say beat them. I didn't say child abuse them motherfuckers. Okay? But when they acting up, they have to be disciplined. Yes, you can take things from them and you can put little Timmy in the corner, but little Timmy need his ass beat every now and again. Order in the court. I said it. That's my verdict. Now, the video that we just played right now is two, it looks like maybe middle schoolers, high schoolers. And what I read from it was, one is a stud. It's a lady, a young girl. She's a stud. And the other one is a regular girl. She looks like she's dainty. They look like they no older than 8th grade, okay? And the stud girl is beating the shit out of this young lady. The young lady is not fighting back. You can tell she cannot fight. I mean, this stud is punching her in the face, straight shots. I'm talking about bullying her. And I guess the crowd that was around, a young boy was like, oh, hell no. So he started beating the stud up. Check it out one more time. He knocked that goddamn stud out. Look at this. Watch this. She beat that girl up. He came in. I mean, this stud hit her from the behind, just hitting her. That young man said, absolutely not. He knocked her ass out. Look, she started running. Not a stud holding her face. She crying. What you crying about? You was just big and bad. The question is, who's wrong here? I don't condone any violence, but I also do not condone any bullying. This is out of control. If you see that the young lady don't want to fight you, why would you punch her in the back of her head? You could kill her. So it was imperative that somebody stepped in. Somebody stepped in. Now when a young man step in, knock out the stud, now she over there crying. Now she remember she a girl. You ain't remember you was a girl when you was just beating the shit out of that young lady for what reason? We don't know. This is crazy. These kids, this is what I mean when I say out of control. Somebody ain't being parented around this motherfucker. Because bullying is an absolute no-no. Absolute no-no. Okay? And underneath my watch, ain't no kids gonna be bullied. We sit and we talk to the kids. We do little trials and mocks and see if somebody say this or do this to you, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? We ain't getting bullied around here. You let that shit slide one time, they gonna be ice skating on your ass. She needed somebody to stand up and help her. This is ridiculous. I hate that the children are even involved in this type of shit, but this is society that we living in. We living in a crazy world where violence is at the top of people's mind. All them people was sitting and watching that little girl get the shit beat out of her. I'm talking about punched in her head and the side. Her nose was bleeding. She was not fighting back. This was sad. And only one young man stepped in. What's your verdict? Who was wrong? Let me play that one more time for you.
Oh, shit. She's bleeding. She's bleeding.
Now the stud over there crying. Punching her straight in her face, knocking her out. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn how many times you wrap your titties up. You're still a girl. You're still a girl. You out here trying to channel these men energy. And guess what? You got the shit knocked out of you by a young man. Now, did you like that? Absolutely not. I'm sure you did not like that. So now you know, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Now you know, keep your fucking hands to yourself. And whoever their parent is, they need to whip the shit out of them and chastise them when they get home. Because this type of behavior is going to lead your child in prison or death. Somebody going to hurt your child. Because that young lady is somebody's daughter who they love. They not going. This is unacceptable. Order in the court. I got one of my jurors that say the stud was wrong, and I'm glad the guy stepped in to defend her. I'm glad too. I'm so happy that I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. I'm so happy because we live in a society that's scared to speak up because of what people gonna think about them. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I prefer that these children are not even indulging in violence. But since we're here and she thinks it's okay to punch people in their face and punch them from behind and bully them and knock them unconscious, you need to feel some of that repercussion. Order in the court. These kids done lost their fucking minds, okay? These kids done lost their fucking minds. Listen, I know women are supposed to be here to bear children. I understand it. But in this society, this is a scary ass society. This society make you not want to have no kids. Because what if that was my daughter? What if that was my daughter? Now I got to go fight a kid? I got to go find their parents and fight the parents? Something got to be done. I don't know what to do. I got to pray first. I got to pray about it. But I know goddamn well you ain't beating up on my child like that. And she helpless and hopeless. Yeah, this type of shit made me say, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying, thank God I ain't got no kids, but Lord, this society is fucked up. And the grandmas used to say, you never know who you raising. You can only do so much for these kids because society parents these kids. You got to really stay on your children and you work. Some parents are going to school, working double jobs. It's tough. So you can teach them all the things that they need to know. You can train the child up and pray and hope that they come back to their roots. But these kids are ruthless, goddammit. They ruthless. My God. I want to know, what's your verdict? What is your verdict? This is crazy, y'all. This is so crazy. We're going to celebrity gossip. This is the last part of the verdict for tonight. Because I was not live on Facebook, I was not able to get that interaction that I normally get. I do appreciate my jurors on YouTube who are talking to me because it helps the show. It helps me understand. I don't want to just know my verdict. I want to know what you feel. This is an interactive show. And I love when you guys call in. I love when you guys tell me your verdict. I love when you guys comment. But right now, we're doing celebrity gossip. I love celebrity gossip. You would think that these celebrities had better things to do because they got money. But these celebrities ain't nobody's but humans, okay? A lot of the wrong people done got money. As Summer said, you done gave the wrong bitch some money on my mama. A lot of these people are the wrong people who have money. And they not doing what they supposed to do with the money. They not contributing to society. They just stay in mess. But I love when the celebrities have gossip and have mess because I get to report on it. Now, all of this is alleged, okay? Everything that I say, everything that I do is alleged. And they give us some really good topics. Now, this topic is called, is the grass greener on the other side? Is the grass greener? A lot of times, men and women think that the grass is greener. People don't understand that in relationships take work. Let's clap it up for that. Let's clap it up for the people who working through relationships. Okay? Yeah, all that shit be looking good on the holidays when they be dressed in PJs together and taking family pictures and photos and all that shit. People been together for 30, 40, 50 years. That shit real cute. But the reality of it is they done been through some things. Absolutely. Exactly that. You can't tell me that a motherfucker that ain't been together for 20 years ain't never dealt with no trials and tribulations. But that's what a relationship is about. It's about compromise. It's about respect. It's about love. It's about biting your tongue sometimes. It's about giving grace. Okay? You're going to go through some things. And a lot of times in this generation, because women and men have so much access to the opposite gender, they feel like, well, the hell with you, the hell with this relationship. I can get another one quick. Especially women. We be like, oh, nigga, you can go. Don't be an educated black woman. You be like, oh, you can get the fuck up out of here right now, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Right? And you be thinking that the grass is greener on the other side because shit ain't going your way at the time. You not happy at the time. Let me tell you something. Make yourself happy. Happy is he who keeps the commandments. If you had shit going on for yourself and you had a purpose, you wouldn't be worried about all the things that man doing. If that man don't want you and he cheating and he doing all these things, it's going to come to you. You ain't got to be his probation officer. You ain't got to have no goddamn devices on his car tracking him. He grown in a motherfucker and vice versa. All that going through the phone and all. Yeah. That shit is unhealthy. Take it to God. You're supposed to be whole in a relationship anyways, right? So you're not supposed to be looking for somebody to make you happy. You are already supposed to come happy. And they're supposed to be happy, and together you guys are supposed to be happier. Order in the court. But not in today's society. You or them do one wrong thing, and it's bye. On to the next nigga. So is the grass greener on the other side? Well, Miss Tia Murray, y'all know her, Tia and Tamara, sister. She was married for a very long time to Court Hardrick. Is that his name? Court Hardrick? Corey, my bad. Corey Hardrick. They was married. They got children together, and they look like they, was succeeding. He's an actor. She's an actress. But the word on the street allegedly is that she was getting more business than he was. She was getting more attention and motion than he was, and it was causing a rivet in their relationship. And allegedly, she was tired of him being jealous of her opportunities and his attitude. And so after many years, she decided she was going to divorce him. Now, we didn't hear nothing about he cheated or he beat her or nothing like that. The things that you supposed to divorce a motherfucker over. She just was no longer happy. They were no longer happy. So she divorced him. And when she divorced him, her life started to spin out of control. You see her more often on TikToks doing dances, want to be seen, want attention. Now she crying, she lonely, she bored. She wish she had somebody to hold. Excuse me? You did have somebody to hold. You had a whole husband. Something that women don't even necessarily experience in today's. You had love. You knew what love was. You had a husband. You dropped your husband for whatever reason. And now you out here lonely looking stupid. You thought that the grass was greener on the other side. And even though she's beautiful, she has American standards to what beautiful is like. She's light-skinned. She's slender. She has her long natural hair. Blah, blah, blah. Them hoes get cheated on too. They get left too. Let's be clear, okay? But society says she got it. So she was going off what society said. She was like, shit, I can give me another one. I got money. I'm doing the damn thing. And let me tell you something. In a relationship, the devil always be working. He had you thinking for real, that you is missing out. Trust me. He had you think you missing out on all type of shit. It be smoke and mirrors. He trying to trick you up out your spot. Ain't shit over there. All they want to do is fuck you. Have a good time with you. They don't want to love you. When you find a man that want to love you and care about your salvation, oh, you need to be holding that down. You need to be, protecting that. I'm about to fight for this. And vice versa. He need to be fighting for you if you're a good woman. But the devil had you thinking, oh, girl, you can have this man, and he got more money, and he look better, and oh, y'all look better than y'all met. He flyer. Oh yeah, he driving better. All that dumb shit. But you got what you need at home. But the devil's showing you some shit that you want. And you fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Now he done tricked you out your spot. Now you looking dumb. Now you on TikTok talking about, I'm so lonely. Slide down the fucking wall looking dumb as fuck. Because you ain't take that shit to God. You ain't pray. You ain't stick it out. You ain't have patience. You ain't communicate. You just thought you was going to find something better. Is the grass greener on the side? So now, they say she done circled back. Now, ain't shit worse than this. You divorced the man, and now it's reporting that they working things out. Now, allegedly, he never wanted to be without his wife. He loved his wife. And let me tell you something that's so crazy. He wasn't working as much as she was working during the time, but when they divorced, he got that role with Tyler Perry. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was a good movie. And he was everywhere. He was being interviewed, and he getting work now because he's a great actor. He's a great actor. And you can tell it's something that you can see, like, he's a good man. And I'm not saying he's a perfect man, but you can tell he's a good man. And now she done circle back. They say, and it's Tia who wants him back. I know it is. Order in the court. Oh, baby, them lonely nights with that rose, honey. That rose can't do what that man can do. That rose ain't got no veins, honey. It ain't warm, sweetie. Okay? It ain't nothing like a good black man smelling good. Ooh. Nice body. Ooh. Smart, intellectual. I ain't letting mine go. Oh, we gonna have to fight, baby. We gonna have to fight, baby. I ain't letting mine go. Unless he want to be let go. Now, he want to be let go, he can get the fuck on. But he want to be here? Oh, yeah, we fighting for this thing. Especially in you. It ain't been reported you did shit wrong, nothing wrong for real. We just going through a rough patch, so she want him back. And he loved her, and he loves her, so I'm sure he's considering it. But ladies, you never want to be in this position. This is never a position that you want to be in. This is stupid. This is counterproductive. It was your husband. You divorced your husband. Now you realize you made a mistake, because a lot of times women act in emotion. Stop being so fucking emotional. Before you make a decision, get about your emotions. Pray about it. Take it to God. Sit on it for a minute. Stop listening to your friends. Stop listening to them hating ass family members who ain't never been in love, don't know shit about love. Don't listen to them. Take it to God. Tell me what God said about it. Now, if God said let him go, you got to let him go. You got to let him go. But I'm pretty sure this was a decision that she made on her own, thinking that she was hot shit, and found out she was just not shit. Order in the court. I'm happy for them. I hope they get it back together because they got kids. And I done seen a lot of people get remarried. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's crazy than a motherfucker. I ain't doing it. But it's not impossible. Okay? It's not impossible. So think before you act, ladies. You don't want to be a Tia Mowry. It's pathetic and it is embarrassing. All right, speaking of embarrassing, let's talk about Offset and Cardi B. They embarrassing than a motherfucker. Specifically, Offset. My God, he's so embarrassing. He a child. He's a kid. I knew he wasn't right when I seen the tattoos on his face. I don't like men who think it's a good idea to put a tattoo on your face. I mean, seriously. What has happened in your life that made you feel like it was a good idea to tattoo some shit on your face? Yeah, you don't got good decision-making skills. Well, as you guys know, Cardi B is divorcing Offset because they have been married for like 8-9 years, and he has cheated on her every step of the way of the marriage. He has not respected her, not 1 ounce. He has so many people every year coming out saying that he is fucking them. And these are women who are peons, people who are beneath them. It's nothing more worse than being a woman of value and your man cheat on you with a woman that's beneath you. Ew. It's so disgusting. And so Cardi B stayed. She stayed after many people came out about this man. Because one thing you got to know, Cardi B loves Offset. Even right now, she's upset. She's mad that he's embarrassing her and did her like this. We have not heard anything poorly about Cardi B since she's been married. She has been dedicated. And we all know Cardi B off the chain. So for her to do that, you got to really love a motherfucker. And he has embarrassed her every step of the way. So now she's finally filing for divorce. They're living in separate households. And this Christmas was the first Christmas that they did not spend together. And allegedly, he did not buy the children any Christmas gifts. He bought his other children that are not by Cardi B Christmas gifts. He has not talked to his children by her. She's upset. And Offset is now saying that my marriage with Cardi B didn't work because she's too successful for me. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. It says she's richer and wants to do the same type of things I do. Like it's a competition. If I do something as a man, she tries to do it back to me. That's boo, tomato, tomato too. Because one thing I say to women is women never, ever, ever violate yourself or degrade yourself to try to keep up with a man. What do I mean by that? He cheated, so you like, oh, I'm about to go cheat. Oh, but nigga, I can do it better. I can do this. Let me tell you something. When a man got you feeling like that, you got to let him go. You got to let him go. You don't disrespect yourself trying to get one up on him. That's insane. That shit children do. That's not what grown women of quality do, of value. So he says, just because I cheated on her, she went around cheating too, just to prove a point. I'm an African man, and our culture is different. It's very different. When a woman cheats, I can't handle it. Offset reveals he was given what he can't take. Now, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie. I know this gonna sound a little contradictory, but I wouldn't even be in this type of situation. I'm not about to let a man degrade me. But because they ghettoed in a motherfucker, and this is what they do, and a lot of ghetto people can understand this, sometimes you gotta teach a nigga. Sometimes you gotta teach a nigga like him. Now he looking dumb. Now he sliding down the wall fighting the air. It was all good when he was cheating. Now he don't like it. Me personally, I would have left this nigga a long time ago. I have come such a long way that I'm not even into this. This is not my thing. I'm not gonna devalue myself. But the ghetto people, this is what they do. That's why you gotta watch who you impregnate. Everybody ain't a virtuous woman. Some of these women is true hoes. They know how to do it better than you. Baby, they run circles around your dumb ass. So choose wisely before you go cheating and embarrassing motherfuckers, okay? Because Cardi B, she ain't for the bullshit. So I'm sure she got him back many times. And because they have the relationship that they have, some people would say, as she should, goddamn it. As she should. But the one thing I know about this is when you trying to compete with a man and you trying to go tit for tat, you only be left broken. You be left broken. Because you violating your body. You letting men enter you. You got soul ties to these different men. Now you crazy as hell. Now you bugging out. Now you batshit crazy. Now you crashing out. When all you should have did was left him. You should have been left him before you had 3 kids. You knew you wasn't shit when you married him. A lot of times these women be thinking they can change a man. You can't change these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers gotta have God in their life. If they don't got God in their life, these niggas is through. You hear me? Order in the court. You can't change these niggas. They gotta want to change. I don't know what it be in these women that be thinking, oh, he different with me. Oh, he ain't gonna be like that with me. Baby, you better get on your knees and start praying. Okay? Okay? He might be different in the beginning, but he is who he is. If he don't got no God in his life, y'all doomed. He's going to go right back to the way that he used to be and the things that he used to do. And before, sooner or later, he's going to be doing the same things that he was doing with that other lady with you. So y'all better get some prayer in y'all life. Y'all better get some Bible study in y'all life. Y'all better start communicating immediately. We can't change these people. They have to want to change. And that's vice versa. You can't turn no hoe into no housewife. She got to already want to be a housewife and already has changed. You can't meet her and she a hoe and think that, oh, no, I'm a change. No, she's a hoe, sir. She's a hoe. She's going to be a hoe. She was not changed before you even married. She was not even planning on change. She just sucked 20 dicks. You know what? As I'm preaching to somebody, order in the court. Y'all don't hear me. Somebody saying she crazy as hell. No, I'm speaking the truth. We real raw raunchy in here. We gotta talk about the truth, because somebody ain't telling you motherfuckers the truth. That's why y'all keep hitting your heads going in circles. Women trying to change men, men trying to change women. No. The only thing that can change them is having God. They have to want to change. That lady that's a hoe gotta want to not be a hoe no more. She gotta go to God and bring that to God and ask God to forgive her. When you meet her, she need to already be on her path to salvation. Otherwise, you ain't doing nothing, sir. It's cute that you think that you is. It's cute that you think you got that much power. But you ain't doing a goddamn thing. As soon as you turn your head, she gonna be with your mans in them. That's how they do. That's how it is. That's how it be. I tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie. Okay? Women, here is my verdict. I gotta go to my chambers for this. Here is my verdict. Stop trying to be like these men. You're never going to get anywhere. They're going to win each and every time. You're going to be stuck emotionally, abused, inflicted. You're going to crash out. You fuck around, lose your blessings, trying to show him. Don't show him shit. Let God. Revenge is for God. It ain't yours. Let that man go. Go prosper. Go get on your purpose. See ya. That's my verdict. That is my verdict. Okay? All right, listen. Before we get up out of here, I want to say to all of y'all, go get my man book. He's an award-winning author. It is called Alpha Diaries, Volume 1 by Kyrie M. Beckham. It is on Amazon Prime as well as Barnes & Noble, okay? In addition to that, he has his very own website where you can purchase all of these things. His clothing, his website is called Alpha K Brand. You can get his books. You can get his clothing. You can get messages. You can get your salvation over there on Alpha K Brand. But what I love so much is that now we have his new book coming out soon. It's going to be on all of those platforms we just talked about. It's called Why She Left You. He helping men. A lot of men have missed their opportunities with a good woman of value, of quality. She done walk right out your goddamn life. Why? Because you stupid as hell. You don't know shit. You ain't trying to do better. And she gone. He teaching you how to be a good man and how to be a good husband. He's showing you the do's and the don'ts of a relationship so that your woman don't keep walking out your life. Some of y'all done missed out on the right one. And you know, when you have a good woman, she can help change your life. You know, if you have a bad woman, she can help destroy your life. Go on and get ready to get the goddamn book. He said it'll be out sometime end of February, beginning of March. Oh yeah. I hope you guys had a wonderful time once again with the judge. This has been another episode of The Verdict Podcast. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Make sure you guys give me your verdict. I'm so happy that we were able to do this second episode. Run it back. And tonight